Welcome back. It looks as though a royal endgame could be on our hands as the highly anticipated book from British journalist Omid Scobie hits shelves today.
There he is, and is expected to reveal plenty of explosive details and allegations. For more, we're joined by royal editor at the Daily Mirror, Russell Myers, who is live from East Sussex. Russ, it is safe to say back into the bunker they go. The royal family are once again in damage control.
Well, they are. Good morning to both of you. Well, it's sort of the biggest crisis since the last one, isn't it? Because they've become thick and fast over the last couple of years. And this has certainly caused a big stir. Of course, Omid Scobie from Finding Freedom fame. We then found out that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, had pretty much colluded with him, or certainly their aides, to feed him information. And this is no less explosive. Nobody has been spared in it. We have real characterizations of all the main players of the royal family. We've sort of had a mishap of a misprint in a Dutch version. They had to pull from the shelves, apparently mistakenly naming the royal racist, although Omid has come out and said that that simply wasn't the case. It's not without its scandal and intrigue, and it's been a pretty explosive day, to be honest.
Well, among all the revelations, the book does claim that Prince William has made several attempts to upstage King Charles. So there seems to be a little bit of bad blood there. Does that stack up to you?
Well, it's interesting because what Omid tries to do is really sort of paint the picture of a family at war, and nobody within the nucleus of the family, of course, the King and the Queen, the late Queen, Prince William and Kate, nobody's really happy with their lot. And it seems as though this sort of upstaging technique is going on within the family, and not only between the King and Prince William. They're both at sort of loggerheads about how they see the future of the family taking shape. But of course, Harry and his brother William as well. And what I really got from this book is that sort of nobody is really pulling in the same direction, and that's what Mr. Scobie tries to paint as is the main problem with the royal family moving forward.
Well, it also suggests that even on the day that the Queen died, there was tension there between William and Harry, with claims that William ignored texts from Harry on the day his grandmother died.
Well, definitely. I mean, this is sort of extra detail of what we got from Prince Harry's book Spare. If you remember, he went into incredible detail about sort of trying to scramble up to Balmoral to make sure he could see his grandmother as she was in her final hours. And he didn't make it, of course. He was on the tarmac. He turned on his phone. He got a news alert. And that's exactly how he found out that the late Queen had passed away. And certainly, you know, the relationship is pretty much at rock bottom for Harry and William. And I can't see it being repaired from this book or from each of their attitudes moving forward either.
I don't know. Did he ignore the texts, or was he just preoccupied, perhaps? It's so hard to know who to believe because it's just two PR machines against each other, isn't it? A couple of Aussies, though, do get a mention in this book. Kylie Minogue and PM Anthony Albanese. He's not beefing with Prince Harry as well, is he? What's going
Kylie,
on?
wouldn't have beef with Kylie.
No.
I know. Could you imagine having beef with Kylie? I mean, something's gone definitely wrong for that. But I think they come off a little bit unfairly because, again, there is an agenda with Omid here. He is trying to say that not only the institution, the monarchy is sort of on its knees. It's in the final throes of the dice in terms of its survival. And Kylie and Anthony Albanese basically say that they didn't get involved with the coronation because of the growing Republican movement, and this is a major problem for the monarchy. Well, we know it is. I mean, it's not only happening here in the UK, it's happening abroad as well. But, you know, it's lasted 1,000 years, so it probably have a little bit of time left.
It's not going to drop off in 6
we'll all
months,
be
is
honest.
it? Yeah.
Exactly.
All
exactly.
right. Russ, we'll leave it there. Thanks so
Russ.
much, mate. Good to see you.
Well, hot off the press this morning, a new royal book is diving into palace politics and revealing what really happens behind closed doors at Buckingham Palace. Sarah, you spoke exclusively to Endgame's author. Tell us what he said.
This is Omid Scobie. Now, you are hearing a lot about this man right now, and everyone's coming for him because he's broken the rules of really taking on the firm at the heart of them. There's a lot to unpack from the book, but I think one of the interesting things for us in Australia is, remember, there's always been this notion that the Queen was so popular and so loved and such a force of stability that we would never really be ready to have that conversation about revisiting the idea of a republic, severing ties with the monarchy. But he is saying, even if people don't like Meghan, and we know that a lot of people think she and Harry are, you know, world-class whingers, that the way that they have been treated does have people in the wider Commonwealth outside of white pockets of Britain really questioning the future. And he thinks that the Queen has provided an aura of protection, that we wouldn't talk about these things. And now, a year on from her passing, we're ready to actually talk about it.
He doesn't name names, though, does he? So it's a bit of a royal guess who at the moment.
Oh, he names a lot of names. Like, what names are you after? I
Well,
think
around the racism comments.
Well, no, I don't think that anyone will ever say
Yeah.
who that is. And I think, to a degree, that's to his credit. I mean, I think I know who it is as well. But if you say it, it can't ever be unsaid.
That's true.
And we're talking about pretty high up people here, I'll just say that.
Oh, interesting. All right, well, we can learn more about it in your Something to Talk About podcast. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us. And Matt, thanks from Canberra. Appreciate your time, guys. Carlos.
What, you didn't want to get mad on the Royals?
Oh, look, I know he cares a lot about them, but next time. Hey there, Today fans. Sarah and...
What's my name again?
Oh, my goodness. Carl.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel, though. Subscribe now for more news, special reports, and amazing Aussie stories.
And Carl misbehaving,
Whoa,
of course.
that never happens.
always happens.
What's she talking about?